Not on my room. Nada comigo. Hey, hello, what's up, everyone? How you doing? It's been a while. I said I should come online to. In the semi-finals of Euro 2024. Yeah, hello, what's up? Ousmane Dembele of PSG will be exciting on the ball, as will Bayern Munich's Michael Olise.
Well, they give you that jungle justice, so not be blue.
Plagued by blandness, food has lost its flavor. The tastemaker arrives to restore taste to this land of blandness. All they need is sprinkle, stir, serve. Tastemaker. Don't tell this boy. Make him go to the late alligator peppers. Cast inside this calabash. I call this what you do, Peter? Manja, cola nuts, and this thing where I keep for the gods. What you do, Hello. Waiting for me with the last computer. I said I should come and greet you now. Okay, I'm going to call it and move him. I go and celebrate. I can't carry your condom with you as my landlord. Thank you very much. Thank you for the greeting.
How are you, bro? How are you doing? It's good to have you on my live stream, baby. Thank you for the like. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? Baby, can you hear me? Hi, baby. What the lie? Hey, he's up. Fine. I'm good and you, I'm cool. Oh, baby, you can I ask where are you? It's good. Yeah, thank you. You can hear me. It's good to have you here. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you from? Baby, my guy.
Hello?
Why not gonna buy you? Baby, why not gonna buy you? Why not gonna buy you? I will always buy you now. Me now. Don't be like, baby, my guy. Are you like that? Where is it? Any? Eh? Where is any?
What you gonna do?
Where's any? Where's any? How you tell me somewhere? Yes, now I'm buying you.
Mommy, what are you doing?
So how was your day, baby? How was your day? Thank you for being here.
Hey, mommy.
It's good to have you here. How was your day?
Mommy.
Huh? Bad.
That's what I'm about.
Why is it bad guy? What bad guy do? What did I do now? You see I do. No, nah, you know I'm a gentle guy now. My day was cool. Yeah, my day was also cool. It was raining all day. Was it raining where you are today?
Mommy.
Was it raining where you are today?
I'm not in town. Next time I hear touch.
My leg. Just get to the give me joy. I imagine the other conversation with me, you and then you get the other day. Just give me joy. So, let's read for you day today. Yeah, it's ready for there today. What's up? Is there for about it today? Oh my God, I don't want to see love.
Copy like shit.
Fire to nothing.
You find this way by how help I like.
Oh my God.
By how all the time. Try life.
So I was just the rainfall for there. The rainfall over there too. The rainfall over there.
Sure, you don't do like that.
The rainfall over there.
Why is it not far?
Oh,
What's it like?
I didn't come on. Like I come on live stream earlier today, but the life was like 2 doors, so I have to go off again. Maybe did you watch Belgium match? Did you watch Belgium match?
What is this? Arrest?
Did you watch Belgium match?
That's good. We can go out tomorrow.
It's cool. And yours, my area was okay, it was fine and okay. Spartan to go for the gift of life.
I'm not comfortable.
It's upon night a big.
Hello?
You know, give thanks to God for the gift of life. You understand? That is it. So maybe how was it? Was it training today? This period, how was it? This period, the
No.
I still look for my watch hour, so I have to be online. I have somebody played my playlist today, and the person told me he played a 10 hours video. I was so happy about that. It was sad, that 10 hours video. I don't know why Whitey is not pushing it. I don't know why Whitey is not pushing it. I know they did for semi Whitey. Sometimes I just come, just really get it was cool. But sometimes it's good to be like having a good time, just come outside, chill, just start.
No, that's all.
I want kind of this thing safe. I'll change my emojis so one of the days. Change my emojis. The one I go to live, they say when I come on live on good content. It was good and cool and just mine was okay. Mine was okay. But thanks to God for the gift of life and time. You know, it's, you know. So, maybe why are you? I got you like.
You get the question to send me now.
I your life. You get.
And what I want to do.
I have to like on the live stream. I know who the your person is. I don't know why you don't want to show yourself in the chat to be on the blue too. Yeah. This will be on the bush too. You don't say even me say I'm not really get time. It's good to be on the bush. Sometimes. Habibi. 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 It was cool and yours.
This month, you said my last month.
Mine was okay. Mine was very, very okay. So thanks to the material like, thank you very much. You know, material like, thank you very much. God bless you. At least give me a like and a pass. I appreciate that. It's good for you to give me a like. I won't person in the page. I have only one person. I have to be on the chat right now. I have only a the chat. It's on that week.
What you calling again for?
I don't know if a lot of people on live stream right now do. I'm here for you people.
This is shit out before safe.
Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ gangan?
She always asks me.
Bad guy. Bad guy that is not bad.
Take it now. Take see you talking for years.
Where is my G, my G, my G? Hey. But my channel also suffer too. My channel also suffer for people and do. My channel got it big for people to comment on my channel actually. Please, if you're there on some live stream, if you want to say hi, say hi. If you don't want to say hi, just keep up and keep going. And not forgetting you, not begging you, because some saying, some my gift. Mogu Park. Mogu Park. Mogu Park. AB at Mogu Park. It was cool in yours. Mine was fun. In yours. Baby. Baby, if you are here, or say hello. Okay. Everybody's not here. If everybody's not here. Okay. Okay. But these people are just look at
Like 5,000 for you. They might say they do something for you every year. The number is not those ones. So my venerable was not those ones because he know very well the things cross. He dey tell me now say you just need 4 months time money don't finish. You know.
it was cool, it was yours.
You know, he dey tell me now. Say you know say the money not dey patient. Say you know say money don't finish before months. Say because money have small money. He dey tell me now. Man, no man, for the man. The rich person spend. The one person, if man, they say person spend money, the person they spend like one something, 190, 200.
It's so sure.
You don't know. If it did normal, the person wants to spend money, all those why we say person are the odds. They don't know how much person they spend. They don't know how much person they buy food. And let's talk no food now. All those money are peanuts money.
But more than triangle.
Yeah. Hello? Let's talk this stuff.
We come out with listen to
Ah,
it.
cordial. Stand.
Hmm?
Say cordial.
Based on this.
No word.
Okay.
Say cordial for be honest.
Keep smiling. Keep answering messages. Keep forgiving things that no human being should forgive. And the terrifying part is not the betrayal. No. The terrifying part is how normal the pain starts to feel after a while.
I feel like this boy, this is my
You
voice.
adapt to disrespect. You adapt to being ignored. You adapt to carrying conversations alone like some exhausted animal dragging chains through the mud. And one day you wake up realizing you have been begging people to love you correctly. That is humiliation. Not sadness. Humiliation. You know what weakens a man? Not failure. Not heartbreak. It is repeating the same emotional wound until his spirit becomes numb. There are people who only value your absence when your footsteps stop echoing around them. But by then, it is too late. Because the quiet version of a broken person is dangerous. Very dangerous. Not violent, not loud. Just finished. Finished explaining. Finished chasing. Finished trying to convince
You like
people
you
to
come
grow
on
hearts.
this bush.
And the saddest thing? Some souls stay loyal to people who destroyed them. Why? Because memories can become addictions. You miss the illusion, not the person. You miss who they pretended to be in the beginning. Funny, isn't it? How humans will drown trying to save relationships that were killing them slowly. Sometimes, the strongest thing a person can do is disappear quietly, even while their chest burns, even while their hands shake, even while every memory screams for them to stay. And people will call you cold for finally protecting yourself. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh, my God.
They watch you bleed quietly for years.
My watch me Joker. Black Knight. See how my shot is door. I'm gonna take out the place.
Enjoy the delicious taste of new Norse Smoky Potato Sizzling.
Only in my 20s, but I already have savings for a car and my own house. Let me tell you the secret. This is all from trading for my equity.
You want to know how to turn $500 into $2,000 in just a few days?
going to count. That's a lot of money. If this Joker guy was so smart, he'd have had to bring a bigger car. I'm betting the Joker told you to kill me as soon as we loaded the cash.
No. They killed the bus driver.
Bus driver? What bus driver? School's out. Time to go. That's not getting up, is it? That's a lot of money. What happened to the rest of the guys?
Tô monetization get me to you. If I monetize my house, I'm going to rush
Please, I just do the same to you. Criminals in this time used to believe in things. Honor, respect.
Look at you. What do you believe in? What do you believe in?
I believe whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you better.
stranger.
Stranger.
Huh?
I thought my jokes were bad.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't have my boy here pull your head off.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear.
I want to make pencils disappear.
It's oh, and by the way, the suit, it wasn't cheap. You want to know? You bought it.
Shit. I want to hear your position.
Let's wind the clocks back a year. These cops and lawyers wouldn't dare cross any of you. What happened? Your balls drop off? Hmm? You see, a guy like me,
Freak.
a guy like me. Look, listen. I know why you choose to have your little group therapy sessions in broad daylight. I know why you're afraid to go out at night. The Batman. See, Batman has shown up your true colors, unfortunately. Dan, he's just the beginning. And as for the television's so-called plan, Batman has no jurisdiction. You'll find him and make him squeal. I know the squealers when I see them.
What do you propose?
It's simple. We have to kill the Batman.
If it's so simple, why haven't you done it?
If you're good at something, never do it for free.
You could have something about this for free. Hmm? We're good at something, you want to do it for free.
We don't deal with this now. Soon, little example here, won't be able to get a nickel for his grandma.
Enough from the cops.
Let's not blow. It's not abortion.
You think you can steal from us and just walk away?
Yeah.
I'm putting the word up. 500 grand for this clown dead. $1 million alive. So I can teach him some manners first.
So listen, why don't you give me a call when you start taking things a little more seriously? Here's my card.
the World Cup. First, on football.com.
Football.com.
Evening. It was a scene right out of an action-packed Hollywood movie. Bloody gun battle between cops and robbers on the streets of suburban Los Angeles today.
He must have fired over 500 rounds. I mean, unbelievable, like a war zone. He just kept doing it. The cops are all pinned down. One of them was bleeding pretty bad.
Guys walked in, they looked like they were rolled up. I mean, they were so heavily armed, and they looked dangerous.
These are very organized, brutal bank robbery suspects. They're killers.
The North Hollywood shootout. It is the story of a bank robbery that went very, very wrong. A surrealist holdup worthy of a movie scene. Or, should I say, worthy of an open-world video game. What happened in Los Angeles on the morning of February 28, 1997 was actually real. That day, two stout and heavily armed men decided to carry out an extremely brutal robbery. A completely botched theft that would soon turn into a huge shooting. Two robbers against almost 400 policemen, including SWAT members, all in the middle of Los Angeles, and broadcasted live on television. With an impressive arsenal of illegally modified guns, the two robbers will indeed shoot moves to try to get away from the crime scene. Civilians or police, nobody is safe from the armor-piercing bullets coming from everywhere. Some of their war weapons shoot 10 bullets per second, a simply staggering and insane firepower for a bank robbery. On the other side, the police, having only handguns and shotguns with a weak range to compete with, try to keep the bandits at bay. But the bullets they shoot only tickle them, because adding to their war weapons, the robbers also are equipped with bulletproof protection from head to toe. Larry Phillips Jr. and Emil Monteserrano are the two who were behind this insane robbery. Two guys keen on guns and bodybuilding who met at the gym in 1989 to then form a friendship rooted in hatred of society. Two determined robbers who didn't seem to be afraid of death, and who, during almost an hour, spread a climate of terror in Los Angeles. We still don't know whether they came to rob the bank or make war. What is sure, they committed one of the most brutal robberies in history, so brutal that it is known today under the name of the North Hollywood Shootout. Thinking back to bank robberies in the USA, we think of the 1930s, and the era of the John Dillinger, Babyface Nelson, Pretty Boy Floyd, and Bonnie and Clyde. A period in American history where armed robbery was flourishing. The Great Depression struck the U.S. hard, creating an atmosphere of economic distress that led more and more people to turn to robbery. As a result, the number of bank robberies increased dramatically, to the point where some people refer to these years as the golden age of bank robbery. But fortunately, this trend was put on hold after a while, and the following decades were, shall we say, rather quiet in terms of armed robbery. The authorities had managed to put a stop to this incredible rise in crime, and we thought it was all a thing of the past. But not at all, since bank robberies would make a resurgence from the 1960s onwards, more precisely between 1965 and 1975, when armed robberies climbed from 850 to almost 3,500 per year. You may say, but it didn't stop there. Yes, because the trend into the 70s and 80s, with 5,500 robberies in 1985 alone. The curve then kept climbing, reaching even more insane figures in the following decade, with almost 7,900 robberies in 1990 and 9,388 the year after. A real epidemic of armed robbery with its epicenter in the far west of the United States, Los Angeles, the city that has become known as the national capital of bank robbery. An unenviable title, we may say. When it comes to attracting tourists, we've seen better. But believe me, the City of Angels deserved this distinction. In fact, you only have to look at crime rates at the time to understand. Remember when I told you that 1991 recorded over 9,300 robberies? Well, the corporate of that staggering figure came from Los Angeles County alone. Yep, 2,355 robberies in that single year. Worse, it's not even the highest total the city has ever recorded, because we still have 1992, when the peak was reached this time, with 2,641 armed robberies. That's roughly 7 bank robberies a day, or 1 every working hour. Just imagine. Moreover, there were so many of them in the 80s and 90s that Hollywood took an interest in the phenomenon, producing some of the greatest bank robbery films set in Southern California. Point Break, actually, released in 1991, and above all, the benchmark in bank robbery films, released in 1995. Heat. At the time, Los Angeles was suffering from an ever-increasing number of robberies. If the rates were alarming, it was even more so due to the violence with which gangsters operated during these armed robberies. Most of them were equipped as if they were going to war. Machine guns, assault rifles, bulletproof vests. It seemed as if this new wave of robbers, the end is just a means, and nothing could stop them from stealing the loot they had set their sights on. So much so, in fact, that some thought that they had killed. What turned bank robberies into current violent operations in Los Angeles was that famous robbery on September 5th, 1991. On this particular day, 2 men, members of a bank robbery gang, well known to the police as the West Coast Bandits, entered a Wells Fargo branch in the Tarzana district of Los Angeles. Heavily armed and wearing masks, they paradoxically demonstrate how disconcerting ability when it comes to robbery. They got their customers and employees together, telling them quite naturally, in less than 2 minutes, the establishment is robbed. True professionals, there was no doubt about it. And courteous too, since the hostages are cheerful. The 2 robbers left thrilled. It was quite a haul in their pockets. $437,000, a record loot for the Los Angeles jurisdiction.
Hey, what's up? How you Goku?
Revealed to the general public by a bank
Goku, thank you for
because it was from that moment on that things really took a turn for the worse. For among those tipped off were some of the city's criminals who were already licking their chops when they heard how much had been stolen. They now had proof that it was possible to make large sums of money by robbing banks in Los Angeles. So was the case with Robert Sheldon Brown, aka Casper, a prominent member of the Crips gang who figured that robbery
please, I subscribe to
business
me.
idea. Within weeks, he sent dozens of armed teenage gangs to rob the city's banks. These kids, often as young as 13, would wreak havoc on any bank they passed. Unlike who were polite and meticulous, these kids were nervous, undisciplined, all extremely violent. The baby bandits, as the FBI called them, would appear in banks, firing bursts of bullets at the ceiling, when it wasn't at themselves or their accomplices. When they attacked, no one was spared. Sometimes tellers were needlessly beaten with rifle butts, or hostage customers had their wedding rings brutally ripped from their fingers by the baby bandits. So of course, their amateurism disturbed them to the point where they were captured in droves by the authorities. But the more they were captured, the more Casper sent new ones. Teenage gangsters were a common sight, and Casper was never short-staffed. So, thanks to his army of baby bandits, he was able to commit over 175 robberies, more than any other person in U.S. history, and not take part in any of them. If Los Angeles earned the title of bank robbery capital in the 90s, you can be sure it was largely due to him. Just like the sudden rise in violence committed during these same holdups at the time. And even though Robert Sheldon Brown would later be arrested, others would follow in his footsteps. Like these 2 young men, who had no doubt watched too much Heat, and who in turn tried their hand at bank robbery with equally extreme and gratuitous violence. 2 guys who were none other did Larry Phillips Jr. and Emilio Serrano, the perpetrators of the North Hollywood shootout. We're in the mid-90s, and the heyday of armed robbery seems to be over. The number of robberies in Los Angeles is drastically dropping from 2,641 during the peak of 1992 to 749 the following year. The main reason? The leader of the Baby Bandits was under arrest in 1993. This arrest gave the LA police a breath, at least until 1996, when another group of robbers appeared. The duo we're interested in, featuring Larry Phillips Jr. and Emilio Serrano. Let's take a step back in time to get an understanding of who these two men were. Larry Phillips Jr., of Mexican and Italian descent, was born on September the 20th, 1970, in Los Angeles, into a family not like any other. His father, Larry Phillips Sr., had several run-ins with the law during his life, which didn't make his son's childhood any easier. It is said that it was his father who encouraged Larry Phillips Jr. to take the road of delinquency by projecting onto him his hatred of police officers. According to Larry Phillips Sr., this hatred began on his son's 6th birthday, when FBI agents came to his house, guns drawn, to arrest him. He said,
Larry hated cops because of what they did to me. He knew that every time I came into contact with the police, something bad happened.
Another version says that the father would also have influenced his son during mountain trips, which would have created in Larry an aversion to law enforcement, a hatred that would follow him all his life. Later, his parents divorced, and Larry lived with his mother, even though his father continues to see him role in his life, taking him to try his hand at firearms and shooting ranges. These sessions instilled in the young man a real passion for weapons. At 13, he dropped out of school. Yes, because what interests Larry most is money. He wants to get rich quick, and he's determined to do it by following in the footsteps of his idols, some of whom were big names in white-collar crime. According to Larry's half-brother, he was motivated by nothing more than money and power.
Larry wanted to live the American dream, but he decided to go about it the wrong way. He idolized the wrong people.
Then came the inevitable. On September 2nd, 1989, Larry committed his first crime, a theft of $400 worth of suits, for which he was arrested and tried, and which brought him a 3-day stay at the police station. As the months went on, he found himself in legal trouble again. This time, to be precise, a crime for which he will be sentenced again. Larry doesn't seem to learn his lessons, and keeps on persevering. His thirst for wealth, coupled with the resentment of society's rules, only grows. Sometimes he would take his half-brother to the richest place in the city to motivate him, as he put it. In particular, he would tell him,
"Put yourself in that house. The reason is, society tells you you have to do a 9-to-5 job until you retire at 65.
Wealth is what drove Larry Phillips Jr. A bit like bodybuilding, another of his passions that he practiced diligently, and which led him to meet the second protagonist of the North Hollywood shootout, Emilio Serrano. Gold's Gym in Venice Beach is where Larry and Emilio first met. Larry, a bodybuilding enthusiast, has been dreaming of becoming the new Arnold Schwarzenegger since he was a teenager. He puts his heart and soul into it, reading a plethora of books on the subject and training regularly. Unfortunately, not everyone can become a bodybuilding star. Genetics playing a large part, Larry realizes that his dream will remain forever out of reach. It puts an end to his ambition to become Mr. Olympia. This disillusionment doesn't prevent him from remaining disciplined in his training. However, Larry continues to attend Gold's Gym until the day he was also passionate about bodybuilding and firearms. Emil Montesranu, of Romanian origin, was born in Timișoara, Romania, on July 19, 1966. He was the only son of parents who decided to leave Europe in the mid-1970s and settled in the United States in Los Angeles. Like Larry, Emil had a difficult childhood, but for different reasons. His classmates regularly mocked him for his Romanian accent and for being overweight. This constant harassment prompted him to spend much of his time at home in front of his computer. During this period, he developed a passion for firearms. He managed to make a few friends, but never kept them for very long. He was a socially maladjusted young man, as his mother described him. At home, tensions flare as Emil's parents begin to argue more and more. With the situation for the time being, he continued his studies, taking a 3-year course in electrical engineering, graduating in 1987. Later, he opened his own IT business. His mother wanted him to continue his studies, but he was determined to enter the business world and start earning money. His parents, during quarrels and pressure he was under, gradually weighed on him, leading to a series of temper tantrums, such as the time he threw a chainsaw on his neighbor's face because his dog had dared to walk on their lawn. Computers and guns are no longer enough to relieve Emil's stress, and neighbors often see him on the front porch, cleaning his guns. The need to channel his anger leads him to another passion, which initially causes him to lose over 100 pounds, but also leads him to meet his future partner in crime, Larry. The story takes place in 1989 at Gold's Gym in Venice Beach, Los Angeles. Emil, who trains there regularly, uses a man who dramatically. And was just a follower in the group.
Break your mind down and then build it up.
This is how Larry controlled every aspect of Emil Montesranu's life. He most likely told him about his resentment towards the police and society, even went so far as to influence his choice of spouse. Emil had indeed returned to Romania in the early 1990s, his grandmother to the United States. He then used the opportunity to bring back a Romanian woman whom he later married. Larry, for his part, was with a Hispanic woman. So it was this friendship that triggered the events that unfolded in North Hollywood on February 28, 1997. An ordinary friendship, but one that would soon turn into a murderous agreement. Los Angeles was clearly not ready for what was. Faced with the officer's questions, Larry seems reluctant to answer. Worse, the officer saying the car belongs to his mother, even though they had an accident at the airport. Emil should have known that before arresting him, the policeman would ask for a license plate check, which he never did. Faced with Larry's hesitation and his friend's attempted deception, Officer Grimes senses that something is fishy, so he invites Larry to get out of the car and join him in the back to check him out. What does he find? But gone. The agent's suspicion grows and grows. He immediately calls for reinforcements. He was in the trunk, surprised. He was called to the arsenal of weapons, assault rifles, machines, explosive devices, and Larry and Emil were identified by the police and sentenced to prison for conspiracy to commit robbery, for which they each spent about 100 days in jail. They served their respective sentences, then are released onto the streets of Los Angeles with a large part of their arsenal in their possession. Of course, don't learn their lesson and get ready to commit their first robbery. Their first armed robbery was a van holdup that took place in broad daylight on June 14, 1995, in the Winnetka district of Los Angeles. It was 12:25 a.m. when the two men, wearing hoods and carrying assault rifles, held up a Brinks armored car. Inside were two security guards, including Herman Cook, the 51-year-old father of two. "Get down! Don't look!" orders one of the bandits to the pedestrians before taking action. The extremely brutal robbery began with a barrage of shots fired without warning at the armored car, in full view of a dozen witnesses. The bandits didn't even give the security guards the chance to hand over the money, simply opened fire on them without warning. Using their automatic assault rifles with armor-piercing bullets, they gave Herman Cook no chance, and he died under fire, shot at point-blank range. $122,500 was the loot that Larry Phillips and Emil Serrano had taken that day, at the cost of a man's life. Even the reward offered for their capture would prove greater than the amount they stole that day. March 27, 1996, 9 months later, Larry and Emil attacked another armed car with an equally direct and brutal modus operandi. They were in a van when one of them, on the passenger side, shot the windshield of a Brinks van coming towards them in the opposite direction. One of the agents inside is slightly wounded by shards of glass, but this is not enough to stop the vehicle carrying the money, as it speeds off to escape the assailants. Larry and Emil turn back to try and catch up with it, but are unable to do so. It's their first big failure. To erase the evidence, they set fire to their van before changing vehicles and fleeing. The scene is eerily reminiscent of the film Heat, released a month earlier. May 2nd, 1996. The duo followed up with another armed robbery. Gone were the armored vans. Now they decided to take a plunge and hit the banks. Their first target, a Bank of America branch in the Van Nuys district of Los Angeles. It was shortly before 10 o'clock a.m. when the two robbers, armed with automatic rifles, burst into the establishment and fired a dozen shots into the ceiling. Inside, some 30 people were taken hostage, including several children, terrified by what was happening. Some of them were crying, which soon irritated the two men, who threatened to kill them if their mothers didn't make them stop crying. Larry and Emil have absolutely no scruples. All they care about is money, and that day, they're going to get a lot of it. Over $755,000. Then, on May 31st, 1996, it's the same old story. Larry and Emil attacked a second Bank of America branch, not far from where they robbed the armored car that had claimed Herman Cook's life the year before. The robbery began at 10:05 a.m. with the same modus operandi earlier in the month. This time, however, they left two injured tellers in their wake. The amount stolen was even greater than the previous one, almost $800,000, giving them a total of almost $1.5 million in the space of 30 days. The investigators had been warned. For the first time, they could see the two robbers they were looking for through the surveillance cameras. Two hooded robbers with imposing, walking slowly, assault rifles in hand. An atypical bank robber profile, and what especially jumps out at the FBI agent is the time taken by the duo to pull off the two robberies. 6 minutes for the first, and 8 for the second, which is a chunk of bank robberies. It
was keeping the same pace, even during the getaway, as if, in the end, it wasn't robbery itself that animated them, but the possible armed confrontation with the authorities. Maybe that was what they wanted to do, after all. Well, if it was, they were in for a treat. Yeah, because we finally arrived at the holdup we're interested in. The one that will soon pit Larry Phillips Jr. and Emil Serrano against an armada of police officers in the middle of Los Angeles. The North Hollywood shootout was just
February 28, 1997, Los Angeles. That morning, in the City of Angels, the weather was mild and clement. The blue sky over the city suggests a pleasant, sunny day. Just another winter's morning, you might say, for the residents of North Hollywood, who have no idea that their neighborhood will soon be the scene of one of the most violent urban shootouts in history. On Laurel Canyon Boulevard, two men down the road towards a bank in the North Hollywood neighborhood. Larry Phillips Jr. and Emil Serrano are ready for their next big heist. With them is an impressive arsenal, including several illegally mounted weapons of war. Their tactical vests are overflowing with ammunition. Larry is carrying almost 20 kilograms of gear, including homemade bullet protection, which covers him from head to toe. Emil, more lightly equipped, takes only a metal ballistic plate to protect his vital organs. Sometime earlier, they had swallowed tranquilizers to reduce the stress of going into action. 9:11 a.m. The duo gradually approached their target, a Bank of America branch in North Hollywood. The car parks, but surprisingly, the robbers position it facing the wall. A curious strategy, given that parking in reverse would have enabled them to escape more quickly. No matter, the robbery is about to begin. Larry and Emil put on their hoods and sunglasses. Larry does a quick check on the police scanner, which he illegally possesses. And then it's off. It's 9:17 a.m. when the two men exit the vehicle, one after the other. Their watches are set to 8 minutes, the time they estimate before the police intervene. They head for the bank entrance. Their bodybuilder stature, combined with the heavy equipment they're wearing, make them look like two intimidating monsters about to terrify the world.
Okay, motherfucker. Let's go.
The robbery begins when Larry orders one of the bank's customers to enter the establishment. Two policemen standing near the bank witness the surreal scene. The robbery had barely begun, but the alert had already been given. Unaware of this, Larry and Emil carry on with their robbery.
This is a fucking holdup.
Then, putting their money where their mouths are, the two of them strafe the ceiling of the bank. The 30 or so employees and customers present at the Bank of America that morning are terrified. It doesn't take long for LAPD patrol cars to arrive at the scene of the crime. Inside the bank, Larry ensures that all the hostages remain motionless. 30 men, women, and children line the floor, terrified by the criminal who roams the room, threatening to kill anyone who dares challenge his authority. Meanwhile, Emil is busy collecting the money. He then hits a 79-year-old lady who doesn't obey quickly enough with a backhand to the head, then fires a dozen shots at the security door of the ticket office. The door blown open, Emil then heads into the private part of the bank, where the vault and other employees are located.
Get the money, or we will kill you.
Among the employees is the bank's deputy manager, who holds the keys to the vault. Seeing the robber's determination, he gives him access without resisting. This doesn't stop Emil from whacking him over the head with a rifle butt. Once inside the vault, Emil gets more and more upset. The deputy manager unlocks secure boxes containing only small bundles. The bandit's big black bag isn't filling up fast enough for his liking. They had planned on a haul of $750,000, and all they get back is barely half of that, just over $300,000. Emil stares angrily at his hostage and repeatedly asks him to take out more money. Alas, that's all the bank had at the time. An ominous silence falls. Suddenly, the disgruntled robber fires his assault rifle into the ceiling of the vault. For his part, Larry continued to watch the hostages, moving from one side of the bank lobby to another, when he noticed something strange outside. Not a single car was in sight. Larry goes out to investigate and scans the area. He sees a police car parked on his right, but no more concerned than that, he returns to the bank undisturbed.
Nobody look at me, or I will kill you.
Larry then lashes out at the hostages and fires his AK-47. By this time, the police have surrounded the bank. Taking cover behind their vehicles, they're ready for the criminals, or so they think. As it turns out, their handguns and short-range shotguns will be ineffective. Back in the bank, Emil and Larry are disappointed. The loot of $303,305 is clearly not enough. But the clock is ticking, and the police are pouring in. Confrontation seems inevitable. Future chaos is on the horizon, and it doesn't help that the cops haven't had enough time to clear the area of civilians. Yes, because many people are still walking around the area. For the robbers, it's time to plan their exit. Larry orders the security guard to take all the hostages to the vault. Then the two men head for the exit door, where the police are waiting. With their war weapons and multiple bulletproof protections, the upcoming confrontation is already shaping up to be a tense one. 9:24 a.m. Larry Phillips is the first to emerge from the building. He points his assault rifle at the police vehicles and opens fire. The deafening sound of the bullets echoed throughout the neighborhood. Police officers and civilians dive to the ground in order to avoid the piercing bullets from the automatic rifles. The cars they were hiding behind were pierced like paper, some bullets even flying out the other side of the bodywork. More than 200 rounds were fired by Larry. He then retreated into the bank. The first hail of bullets had already wounded several people, including 2 civilians. Then, at 9:30 a.m., Larry reappeared. This time accompanied by Emil, who was carrying the bag of money. The burst of gunfire resumed, but more intensely. John Caparelli, a police officer present that day, remembers,
A single fully automatic AK-47 makes a whole lot of noise, but when Badassariano joined his cohort in the lobby, the sound of too became the stuff of nightmares. It was the Devil's Symphony, and something that stayed with me even to this day.
The hail of bullets hit many police officers, including one who was shot in the thigh, shattering his femur. For the police officers present, it's almost impossible to fight back. The 2 robbers had far too superior weapons at their disposal. An observation shared by Constable Caparelli, who recalls,
We were in big trouble. Compared to their firepower, we had pea shooters, and the rounds were literally bouncing right off them. Without firepower not having much effect, the idea came to go to a nearby gun store.
Larry and Emil seemed invincible, yet 2 policemen managed to inflict the first damage, wounding Larry Phillips. Located some 200 meters from the robber, one of the policemen took a huge risk by going out into the open to shoot the robber in the back. He fired twice, wounding Larry in the back and butt. The robber staggers, then turns around in rage, spraying the policeman with armor-piercing bullets that wound him and his partners. The situation is becoming more and more tense. Larry and Emil keep on firing at anything that moves, policemen or civilians. No one is spared. The robbers then want to secure their loot. To do so, Emil fires continuously to cover his sidekick, who heads for the car with the money bag, containing 3 anti-theft devices. Suddenly, the system activates and explodes, covering all the wads of cash in red ink. Larry and Emil kiss their 300 grand goodbye. The confrontation goes on, and surprisingly, the two bandits don't seem to want to run away. Indeed, they go so far as to attempt to break into an automatic teller machine outside the bank. Seemingly in no hurry, Larry strolls quietly past the bank, shooting anything that moves, including news helicopters broadcasting the shootout live on TV. Action by sitting down. They could very well have taken the fight down, but no. Instead, they continued to confront the authorities. No doubt, Larry, who had a tenacious hatred of cops, took great pleasure in shooting at the police. And since he was the leader of the duo, Emil probably followed him. At one point, to leave. Back into the driver's side, he opened the passenger list, and it's time to leave. But Larry doesn't seem to mind, and closes the sleeve of his hip, as if to say, I still want to have. The scene which shows that his partner may have intended to put an end to the bloodshed. Because yes, it's possible that Emil heard on his radio scanner the arrival of SWAT who were on their way to help the police. And confronting SWAT was another matter. In an attempt to convince Larry of the necessity to leave, Emil stepped on the gas pedal and slowly drove his Chevrolet towards the north exit of the parking lot. Larry follows on foot and continues to shoot at the targets around him. After that, he takes cover behind a semi-trailer, while Emil, still driving the car, seems to be waiting for him to get away once and for all. Except that Larry is unwilling to answer his calls, busy repairing his gun, which has jammed in the meantime. That's when a police officer, positioned right in front of the trailer, sees Emil Mătăsăreanu and starts shooting. The bullet passes through the driver's window in just a few centimeters from Mătăsăreanu's face. Startled, Mătăsăreanu hits the gas pedal and pulls hard on the steering wheel, practically lying down on the front seats to avoid the shots. Larry is now alone. Kneeling in the back of the truck, he still tries to unblock his gun, in vain. Officer Caparelli, stationed up the street from Larry, handgun in hand and exposed, fires at the assailant. Then quickly escapes to avoid the Kalashnikov bursts. What he doesn't know is that Larry's gun is jammed, preventing the robber from firing back. Agent Caparelli continued to shoot at Larry. A bullet hits him in the right clavicle artery, severing it and causing a severe wound. In response, Larry pulled out his Beretta pistol and counterattacked. When suddenly another policeman hit him on the right hand, causing him to drop his pistol. He picks it up from the ground, places the barrel under his chin, and pulls the trigger one last time. 9:56 a.m., the first assailant in the North Hollywood shootout is dead. Meanwhile, Emil, whose car has both rear tires punctured and the windshield covered with bullet holes, tries to steal another vehicle to escape. For several minutes, he tries to steal every car he comes across, but the first two carjackings fail. In one of them, he is seen waiting in the direction of Larry, who lies 3 blocks to the east, dead, surrounded by policemen. Emil taps his chest twice, as if to bid him a final farewell. Emil then attempts to steal a third vehicle, and this is it. A beige Jeep arrives in the opposite direction and is blocked by the criminal's white Chevrolet, which shoots out the driver's windshield. The driver of the pickup, hit by shrapnel in the arm and face, doesn't try to understand. He flees immediately. Emil now has a way out. He transfers his weapons and ammunition to the pickup, then tries to start the car. Problem, it wouldn't start. The driver had activated the kill switch, rendering the Jeep unusable. Then a police patrol car with 3 SWAT team members on board arrives at full speed and pulls up in front of the pickup where Emil is sitting, still trying to start the car. Seeing the police arrive, Emil immediately leaves the stolen vehicle and positions himself in the back of the Chevrolet, ready to face the SWAT team less than 10 meters away. For the first time, the confrontation is one of equal firepower, but the officer is armed with assault rifles. Escape seems compromised for the fugitive, but that doesn't stop him from continuing the fight. Cornered behind his car, however, he is quickly overtaken by the bursts of SWAT bullets flying everywhere. Emil tries to fire back blindly, but most of the bullets land in his own windshield and on the open trunk of the car. The police continue to fire at Emil. He shot several times in the chest, but Emil is still alive. Seeing the assailant still crouching and in firing position, the SWAT agents then have a good idea to aim at his unprotected legs. The shots fly off and hit Emil several times. With his legs riddled with bullets, Emil no longer had the strength to continue. He was hit 29 times and lost a lot of blood. The SWAT officers put him on his stomach and handcuffed him. Emil, smiling, then still has the strength to utter a few obscenities and even taunts them, saying, "Shoot me in the fucking head." He bled to death on the pavement before the ambulance could arrive. The North Hollywood shootout was finally over.
Thank you so much. Just say hi now. Just say, for once, say hi.
44 minutes of terror. That's what the police and local residents lived through that morning. More than 1,700 shots were exchanged during the North Hollywood shootout. 1,100 of them on the robber side alone. That's one shot every 2 seconds. A botched robbery that left 2 dead, Larry Phillips Jr. and Emil Marzorano. A real miracle considering the violence of the event, which also injured 8 civilians and 12 police officers, 2 of them seriously, forcing them to end their careers. In addition, 12 police cars were destroyed, and 85 civilian vehicles were hit. The hundreds of bullet holes in the walls reflected the horror of what had happened that morning. Now it was time for the cleanup. Finally, the North Hollywood shootout highlighted the glaring imbalance in firearms between police and criminals. The police's shotguns and handguns were clearly no match for the criminals' assault rifles and bulletproof protection. This was done after the North Hollywood shootout, when LAPD, followed by police departments across the U.S., were issued semi-automatic rifles to prevent further incidents of this type. Police would later discover that Larry Phillips had a copy of the film Heat in his home, a film that the 2 men probably used as inspiration for their robberies. Firearms were also seized during the raids on Larry and Emil's homes, but most of the stolen money, around $1.5 million from previous robberies, was never recovered. The story that ends in mystery. That's the end of this incredible story. Because you follow it to the end. If you like it, you can of course like and share it, because you'll be rewarding my work in this way. And don't hesitate to subscribe. There's more videos will follow soon. Thank you for your time, and take care.
Jesus. Say another guy. That guy wear it.
1962. It was 5 years of turmoil. Public slavery. By this time, families were led by Joe Bernardo, Tommy the King, Carlo Gambino, and Vito Genovese. Genovese remained one of the most feared and powerful bosses on the commission, despite getting nabbed on a drug charge back in 1958.
Check out this tablet.
In prison in Atlanta, Vito Genovese feared that a member of his own family was also serving themselves. Might be tempted to flip and turn state's to betray. The member's name is Joseph Valachi. Instead, he's going to file with Genovese and he's going to be killed.
The story is that Valachi.
Surely, guys, surely, but slowly but surely.
Assassination.
I'm on the phone, right? Let's go. 5 more track. Right, Ralph Realty, how's it going? These guys cross right in front of me, like literally just bang right in front of me. Precious Dad, welcome everyone. Welcome home, yeah. Exactly. Well, you guys saw that, eh? These people just crossed right in front of me, like bang.
Supposed to kill.
You gotta watch out here. Precious Dad, hello, get that real fishy brother. You're home now.
Now he's back. I stopped your back.
Realty, love your channel, here to support you. 1,000. Oh my God, 1,000. That's crazy, guys. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe on your way in. Let's go. Everybody, welcome in.
Hurry up.
I'm going in the house.
Well, then I saw something with that. So they made about 2. All the way to the associated what it's on. He showed me. I said to him, who's this?
Gift, hello, greetings from a world. Biograph, how's it going? How's it going? Where are my sandals? Well, good to see you. Welcome in. Happy Friday. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Killed the wrong guy.
Hi, everyone. Breakfast time here. Man, it's 6:43. Come on. You see, it's hot out there, guys. Yeah, you're right, but surely we will get where we want to be. Yeah, everybody will. Everybody will. Elmo! What's going on, Elmo? Thank you for being here, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe to Pit
before congressional
if you're not. Subscribe to my friend Fights, Realty Fights. He's missing 5 subscribers to get to 100.
Valachi is going to commit the greatest sin of
He's the one left behind.
America.
Hello, Precious Jen from Gift. Thank you for loving my channel, White Rose. Is that 2016 Hyundai? No, it's an old car, man. It's a 2013 Civic. Even better than a Hyundai. Better than a Hyundai, I find.
And Valachi,
everyone, Elbow, how's it going? I went to get a pizza. I went to go buy a pizza because I was hungry. I wanted to get served here at the store. Somebody, I was waiting, somebody jumped in front of me, and then he just started serving himself. I'm like, what did you serve him? I said, hey, bud, I was here first. Like it's me. That's first. He just served the guy, and you know what I did? I just walked away. I didn't say a word. I just walked away. You're not gonna get my business, make me stand there, and you're serving everybody else before me. No. That's not happening. Happy Friday, Daniel from Latonia. Elva, good to see you. Happy Friday, Natureland. How's it going, Natureland? Nice to see you. Nice to see you, Daniel. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Somebody today asked me, like, how come you haven't been on my live all week? I've been working from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. I'm like, how do you want me to do that? And I gotta do my own live stream. It's very hard on the weekend. I'm like, oh, sorry. I forgot. I'm like, sorry. I'm like, oh, it's okay. Daniel, hey, real quick.
Like it should be destroyed.
Like done. Are you from Scotland? No, I am from Canada. Guys, please subscribe to Vibes. Let's check if we got something from Vibes here. I'm gonna go grab my other phone. I think Vibes, I think you got all my channels, but I'm pretty sure that anybody subscribed to Vibes 95. Let's go.
What did I get up?
My other phone.
What'd you get up?
Misery. Look, guys, I like grapes.
And for New York's 5 families,
I had some
much more of that to come.
green grapes.
Good afternoon. What set off this latest round of crime hearings by the Senate Investigation Subcommittee was the existence of one Joseph Valachi, 60 years old.
Oh my God, 2% battery. How's that? Oh boy.
You testified about the mafia, about
That was
America,
let's go to
who was who, about Genovese,
my friend
all
here.
the stories.
Well, might I ask you this time, what are the different positions in that organization? Starting at the top, what do you have?
They used to have what we call the boss of all bosses.
The boss of all.
Oh, Vice.
All right.
Look at that. I got a subscriber for you, my friend. Let's go.
Does it now have a boss?
I gotta go here. Oh, you got a 2-minute video? I'll play you on there. I will play you on there, my friend, and subscribe right on it. Let's go. Filler's not an option. Yay, welcome and hit the like button. Support the pin, guys. Yes, support the pin. Let's go. My dad watches you. Welcome you, Jackie. You want to subscribe to my friends below? Also, the new people that comes in here, you get a jacket. You subscribe to the pin below. If you guys can, it would be great. Skeeter! Everyone, cheers from Skeeterville. Chuck and Chad. Nice to see you, buddy. That's that. They're working 12-hour shifts, bro. They're not easy. Hello, kids. Antonio, did you see my live from Vibes?
A member, he talks about killing.
Nature Lads, thank you for your support yesterday from World Biograph. Oh my God. I use some subs yet. I'm just sitting. Skeeter, hello. Latonia, hello. We love you, sister. Thank you for being here. Nature Lads, hi. Real fishy, guys. Please subscribe to our friend. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to like the video.
Did you do anything for the family at all in this time? You think to do things for you?
Just go out kill for it.
You go out what?
Kill.
And so the gangsters.
I gotta check and see
it's absolutely important.
If we got one for pin
into national TV.
Oh, let's go.
Valachi really does create this path forward for anyone. And what he does is show that there is a way to become an informant.
Maybe this one.
There's a life after for anyone who wants to take that path. And, we'll see.
Everybody subscribe to Vibes. Oh, Vibes. fights.
Floodgates in a lot of ways.
Bail's not an option, man.
Federal law enforcement and law
I'd
enforcement.
probably bring you up there myself.
Of people who are willing to break the code of omerta.
Come on. I got new channels every day, bro. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
Studied and scrutinized by law enforcement journalists for decades. From the outside, Valachi's betrayal of America.
Sorry. Okay, I love on the cars too. I love on the cars, man.
Amongst members of the
I
five
love
families,
on the cars so
his
much.
testimony was a grim reminder of the looming existential threat
Yeah,
to
man.
their life.
My brother.
America.
We're all biographs. Let's go. Thank you for being here. Let's go. Taylor's not an option, man.
In 1957,
Now we got
families were nearing 30 years
96 for the pin. Oh, did I forget the sub here? Hold on. Hold on.
success, largely because there had been 30 years
No.
of relative peace since the murders of Joe Museria and Salman Anzal.
No, I just did.
No bloody turf wars, no public
I don't know
slavery.
why I fell, but.
Conflict was dealt with in the shadows.
Skeeter, let's go. Thank you, brother. Real fishy. I've been coming on regular, but can't remember me. I don't remember you too much. Let me see how many times you've been here.
Frank Costello.
Oh, he's right.
His family.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's been here lots of times, man. I know this and that.
Underboss Vito Genovese.
Yeah, you have been here
Genovese thought
on a
the
regular.
seat should be his. And
You
the
have
Tennessee
been, my friend. You're from Nigeria.
Genovese and Costello.
It's, you're occupied.
They probably
Right?
respected each other. I don't think they liked each other.
Yeah, that's my OG Occupy, man. What's going on, bro? World Biograph. That's Occupy, man. I'm telling you, I know that is. Real fishy. I didn't catch the light. I was fishing, making content. Oh, catch the replay. Oh, he was live today?
He tried his
Man,
hand.
I didn't even know. I didn't even get his
But
notification.
unlike Costello, didn't do very well. He had a poultry
Very
business,
strange.
liquor business, and gambling.
Very,
It all failed.
very.
Under control.
Mm-hmm.
He's a vicious guy, more vicious than Costello, and people, gave him the deference.
So when Genovese sees Frank Costello sitting in the seat,
Really,
he's like, well, that's
headed
not
to
fair.
the lake right
That's
now.
supposed to be my role. I was the guy that was under luck in the
Doing
shower.
all
How did I
nighter
see my
mission
friend?
live from the. Oh yeah, you're doing that,
And
Tina.
I would say hate.
Oh my God, it's been a while. How you doing, Tina? How you doing?
Costello.
I haven't seen you live here in a while. Tina, how you doing? Welcome
Frank
in.
Costello was having
Yeah, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Connect with the pin below.
not far from his home on Central Park West, and he had to go back home.
Thank you,
He got
everybody.
to the door of the apartment building, and heard famously, "Frank, this is for you." Frank turned his head. Instead of hitting,
Either I've been busy with you know.
turning head.
Jack, where did you go? Please pin your goal. I knew that was coming. That's why I put it. Did I put it?
Costello survived the attempt on his life.
I can't even sit.
When questioned by police after, he claimed he never got a good
Yeah, it's there.
But even if he had, it wouldn't matter. The commission
So,
rules
right.
still held.
You are at 97, my friend.
The Majestic's doorman, however, did not live by the same code. He got a good look. When presented with photos by investigators, he identified Vincent Gino.
Stony, celebration. How are you? How are you, my brother? Doing? It's good to have you here. Stony, I've been on this life. I've been here for some time. And I haven't got to know anybody being here. Good, thank you for being here around. How are you doing? Stony?
Still had some, but I gotta look for them.
Stony, how are you
I
doing?
gotta look for them. I think this one you don't have.
Occupy the streets. Thank you very much. I appreciate it a lot. It's good to have you in my live stream. Tony, you know you are one of the best people I have on this site since the time. I like I saw your new post. I don't live stream. Once I'm done, I'm gonna be watching it.
Like number 10, like number 10.
So you can hear me to run my playlist.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to lose all my watch hours next 3 months. I'm losing my watch hours next 3 months. Yeah.
Guys, thank
So
you
I'm
for
going to
being
start
here.
again.
God bless all of you. Tina, like done. Thank I forgot to get
Occupy
myself.
them
Oh yeah, I got a
beats.
coffee. I was gonna say I forgot to get a drink.
Did you check my last song?
Did you bought a
You
coffee
should check out my last song.
this afternoon around
Eh,
lunchtime?
bro, you check out my last song. Eh?
And can you believe the coffee was cold?
You know what,
It was
man?
cold.
I'm just here supporting you. I'm supporting you, guy. He doesn't know I'm there supporting you. He doesn't know
I
I'm
showed
there.
her the coffee. I'm like, what? It's full. I didn't even drink it. 'Cause I didn't.
Sorry.
You know, you're gonna give me another coffee. I don't have to pay for it. No, I'm sorry.
Occupy them.
Why are you guys giving me?
Sorry, can you do
Isn't it called a coffee?
I know I've been doing a lot of songs, but I need my songs to be pushing out. My songs.
Subscribe to me,
I know
brother.
it's
Thank you for your
time.
support. Subscribe to you. It's 3 different houses, guys.
Family to Vito Genovese.
My song will be moving up with time.
Would not seek revenge in the streets or
I
on
know I have a lot of songs out
He'd
there.
uphold his end of the deal.
But right now, I'm just looking for my WH.
But Genovese's
I
brazen
don't
act
lose my
did not go
WH.
unnoticed by the other bosses. Albert
I've
had a
gotten
stage
more than I'm in the WH, so right now I think I need to get.
and tension got hot on the brink of an all-out war.
But it's kind of, you know, I'm a lone wolf in the community.
Mediated a peace agreement.
I had to get support from
Successfully
most
settled the
people,
ship.
but I get support from the realest of the
In the
realest.
aftermath of the intervention,
That is
not
what
only
I'm
declared himself the capo
So sometimes I may be online
chief
and
counselor
I may be alone.
It
It's
was
not
a great
myself.
title, but
But it's okay, it's good. Sometimes
he
it's
was
good.
above the law
Understand?
and above the
Occupy
rules.
them. Live stream. Stunning. I love the way, I love
Especially
the
when
support.
it came to drugs.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being the one that took care of that.
The rule was they didn't deal in
I
narcotics.
appreciate it a lot.
We make as much money as we can.
Sonny, can I make a request
In
for
the
you?
late 1950s, America has a heroin market.
Can you be my managing
Heroin
board?
was made illegal in 1924.
Can you be managing board of my
Market
channel?
opportunity here.
Giovannato
Can you be a managing board of my channel?
increase his power.
I need a managing board, a active managing board. I don't have any managing board like active managing board.
The 1950s.
Everybody on my channel, I'm play on my channel, so
He does seize this
they wonder, they don't understand what is going on.
and I
Understand?
think he really does use
But something I don't like to be
power
baptized
as an
important.
to
Understand? So
elevate himself.
I really need a good man. I need a managing board that will understand that this is YouTube and this is not
Meetings back in Sicily.
something complicated. You understand? So,
So the meeting
you know, sometimes you have a good managing board, they draw people to your channel. Tony, how many watch hours do you have right now?
portray himself as a spokesperson.
Can I tell you something, Tony?
The Americans. The most important
Can you believe like
everyone else's mind.
can you believe the ratio of my me getting more like per minute?
In an attempt to set
Can you
up
believe? Should I tell you the ratio?
continental business for drugs.
Is
And the big question on the table is how
is 11
can
ratio.
an organization and
Is 11 ratio
we
8.
import heroin from Europe into the
So-
United States?
So it's very
and come to an agreement about division of labor.
which is 10 minutes per one like. No, 11 minutes per like.
Banana
11 minutes per like.
came up with this
That is
idea.
it. So Sonia asked you, can you be my managing board?
Ideas at 99. Let's go. Arma Colonna, I see you. Thank you for being here. Life of Ida.
Guidance. And they brought it in, they packaged it very cheap.
Thank you for being here.
$10 bags.
God bless all of you in the building. White Rose, bestie. I miss you. I haven't seen you in a couple days on your live.
Is that Chuck? Yeah, is that Chuck? That's Chuck.
Thank you.
I was on Chuck's live stream, but not with my. I was there with a different.
Hope everyone is doing well.
I'm on Chuck live stream with a different channel. So, I'm gonna talk less with the different channel. Tony, can I say something? I've been here for 90 minutes. I got only 9 likes. How does that sound? But you know, we don't care about that. I don't think I'm having people. I don't think I'm having people on this. But I ask you a question, can you do a measurement?
Kill the organization from inside out, while devastating throughout the California dreaming adventure.
America. Americans are
going to thank you for being here. Oh my God.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. It's been a minute since I've been on your live too, so I can't really say.
What does manager do?
Let's go.
Manager does regulate.
You guys all subscribe to P90.
Bro, the managing mod does regulate. So sometimes, you know, you have to support the managing mod. The managing mod will be supporting you. So yeah, as a managing mod, anytime you have chance to live, doesn't mean much. Like, or sometimes you need somebody to comment on your show. You don't comment on the person to comment to. If I tell you like my watch hour right now, my watch hour is not encouraging. But it's okay. It's the amount of assistance, it's the amount of supporters and got for now. You stand. But with time, I'm going to be pushing up. So I don't want to get when I get real subs, real followers. That would be nice, please. All I just need nice to get some funds from my hands and do some. You probably have more hours than me, though. No, who told you that? Stony, how many hours do you have? I have Stony. I have till you have till 05. Is it on the dollar sign? Stony, is your watch is the till 05 on the dollar sign? Do you know I've been I have only 4 months to lose all my watch hours. No, 3 months to lose all my watch hours. You know how many lives I've been going? I've been going on different live stream, 9 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours, 8 hours, 11 hours. So if it's 2 hours, I have a lot of 2 hours live stream I've done. Lot. If it is 1 hour, I have a lot of. And I've posted some music out there. So sometimes you understand. That is how the
gets off 3 shots. Shoots him 3 times. Colombo collapses to the ground with Joe Colombo.
But when I post shots, I get engagement when I post shots. I have just 700. I have 700. And the 700 I have, that is for 8 months, like 9 months live stream. Yeah, 700. That's for 9 months live stream. And I got the community I support. Though sometimes I'm thinking about, I don't know.
25 million and a half, 23 likes, yeah. Acceptable, right? Press it, Jeff. Like and share. Guys, subscribe to the P90. We're gonna get there.
I'll be pushing my watch hours lately.
Right now, guys.
Bro, but you know one thing? When it got to 366 days, I'll start reducing my watch hours, will start reducing. No, bro, I'm still pushing. You can I tell you something? You know how many I've been here for 90 minutes, 96 minutes, that pushes 100 minutes. I got 9 likes right now. Well, when I came live, I know all the 9 people that came that gave me this like. Only you were the only person that stayed on the shots. You were the only one that stayed on the shots, which means many people that give me the life they know I'm alive, but they don't want to be on the shots.
So whether he was involved or not, he was gone.
But you see, I'm still supporting people.
In one form or another was imminent.
Yeah.
I saw you, Pinky. I saw you on the TV in the corner of my eye. How can I not? That is Pinky. Pinky. He's amazing. Pinky's amazing, guys. I'm gonna check if I got one more for the pin ID to get our friend to 100 subscribers.
You did cool for bet.
So,
I always go use 9 million to buy drink.
That's what I'm talking about, guys.
Cool for bets.
That's what I'm talking about. Precious Jen, welcome, David Bless. Real D,
Bro, thank you for your support. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. So you appreciate it. How was it? How was your Hey, baby, what's up, how are you? It's good to have you here. Thank you very much. Can you give me the
If Callie goes on, you tell me. If I see her go on, if I see Callie go on, I will let you know. Oh my God, it's blessed. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. I hope you had a happy Friday. Dory, I will join your live stream for the weekend. I have an amazing time. Let's hit that.
David, how have you been? Hope you'll be fine.
Yes, guys, don't forget.
You have your my live stream. Hey, why?
And still be. Don't like the video for me.
They don't like that. He's gonna spill all the
Do not forget to like the video. This one's almost done.
They're gonna get him one way or another.
This one is. Did we really just get a whole bunch of subs? Is that for California Dreaming? Did we just get? Wow, that's like, wow.
Friend, did you forget your wallet?
I can't believe how fast these got added on, man. Somebody's in the bush subscribing.
With OPay.
For sure. I'm checking to see. I don't think you have this one. I'll check. I will check.
Everyday reward.
Go to channel. Love, subscribe. I got one more for you. One more. This. That's the one I wanted to give, right?
Against the advice
one more for the pin ID below. I know for a fact.
I've been fine. Baby, how about you?
Justin with the membership.
You're really my guy. What's up? How about you?
Thank you so much, brother. California Dreaming Adventure. I got another sub for you, my friend. Let's go. Why is this on the Wadi's world?
Traveled fast along the wires.
Let's go back to a video, guys. Let's go back to a video. All the videos are 5 minutes. Wow, that's cool. I'll go back to the video and I'll go like 75 for the video and I'll let it play because I want.
Jerry, how have you been? Hope you have been fine. It's been a while. It's good to have you on my live stream today. I'm fine. You're really good, my guy. Good, sir. Just surviving. Just surviving like everyone. I saw your lives and I said I come a creepy company. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God stay blessed. You know, like sometimes I've been there, like I wait for people to come and support, but I don't get much people to come and support. Everybody seems like your enemy. Right, David?
About 5:30 this morning.
David, am I a bad person?
We can determine at the moment.
David, can I ask a question? Am I a bad person?
Fired some shots.
Is it bad for you to want to support people?
Joe Gallo is dead. DOA. A beatman down our house.
When other people misunderstand people. Push your occupy will be there, yeah. I have 700 WH. So I come on live stream anytime. Like, David, you know, like, can I say something? You know the probability of me getting a like on this live stream? Now, 10 minutes per one like, that's probability. You know what sound like means? 10 minutes per like. 10 minutes per like. I can decide to give myself like, give myself 10 likes. That's right. But, like, you know the probability I'm talking about. I have 10 likes. So which the probability of like, but people are coming on and they're passing by. Yeah, definitely. I'll keep pushing. Why not? I'll keep pushing. Why not? The failure is not an option. Yeah. Me, I don't put my mind on something. I'm still my mind. Usually I set up my mind. I very set up my mind. I have a lot of things to do. I have a lot of strategy. I just want to keep pushing. No to me, you're very supportive person. From the day you started, you are reach all places. That's how it is. Yeah, well, you see, but sometimes, you know, that's what they call whitey syndrome. I don't know, because I'll be on live stream. How do you get the support of people? How do you get the support? Sometimes I come here and I go back with 10 likes. I'll be here for 5 hours and get skills. I'll get like 30, 40 likes. Not that I can't give myself like I can't. I have ninjas that I used to be like in videos. What is the essence? You have to know your rhythm for your sound. That's the way to call yourself.
Do something no done before.
David, can I tell you, like,
a late night talk show.
if you should check the shots, there's only two people. David, can I tell you something? If you should check the shots, there's only two people that I said earlier. You, Stony, and Eddie. Those are the two people. That's what I'm saying. Plus, your topic are very engaging always. Yeah, you know, I always want to make everything, like, I always want to make people, like, let the topic be engaging and let the art be going forward. But sometimes people misunderstand me yourself. Well, for me, like, I'm a very cool person. I don't really have time for most timers. But I just try to, like, be on peace with myself yourself. The best thing is for you to be at peace with yourself, and the other is for you to push. Wow, I appreciate it. You know, the have been coming on my channel for long. Even when a lot of people are suffering my channel, they still coming. And I appreciate that a lot. I want people are like, I give you that money. But you know something about me, like, whenever I catch you, I never see on live chat, I never see on finance. I always want to counter you. Right? That doesn't mean I don't get that advice. But I just like, I like just steady conversation, steady engagement to start. That's what I like. But you know, like, not everybody understand. That is strategy. David, you are the third person that is writing on these charts. You are the third. I already got two people writing, talking to me.
and as a result,
It was AB first, then Stoney. Then Stoney has gone. You are the one talking to me right now.
Is the FBI that
You understand?
call ourselves anything? They changed it from Profaci to Colombo.
Joseph Colombo, born and raised in South Brooklyn. Here, the mafia wasn't just part of life, it was life.
You know, sometimes it's not easy. Me, I like your joke from long, but for me, I wish I could be having more time on writing, but I get head up with work most time. Oh yeah, I understand. Get head up with work most time. The other day I saw you when you were at Minister and you say you were at work. You're on this thing. So how is work with you? Hope work is going fine with you. Hope work is going well with you, and you're having a good time. And hope no stress. Or don't you work in weekends? Don't you work on weekends? You work on weekends. You work on weekends. You work on weekends. You work on weekends.
Carlo Gambino was an old school valuable mentor and a vital ally for Joe Colombo. But unlike his mentor,
I just have to push myself up.
Joe Colombo wasn't born in
Right now, I'm supporting Chuck.
in America. Much more American than putting
I'm still supporting Chuck.
on an old tradition.
500, bro. Let's get you to 500. I'm gonna get
Work is good, but on weekend I'm off, so I get time to do some stuff. Wow. Can I ask you one question? Huh?
Hey, my friend, 5 Fam, thank you for being here, 5 Fam. Grizzly, 570 for you, buddy. 570 for you.
That's one question.
Chris, let's go. I'm gonna go to the video and give you some watch hours.
What make friends stop talking to friends?
Still involved in all of these traditional racketeering.
What make friends stop talking to friends?
The family has always participated in.
Allow loan sharking, gambling, union activity. He, strangely enough, had his own gambling operation that he ran, which is very
What make friends stop talking to friends? What can make someone stop talking to China? Because when you're anything.
They have to make buses for whatever they need skateboards.
6.
You want to skate?
7.
As Colombo rose in stature, criminal underworld, investigators began to
Come on, Chad. Come on, let's go. I'll tell you what. This is burning, guys. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
So reduce the volume on the other device. Okay. Yeah, I've already reduced the volume.
In the 1960s, Congress empowered the Justice Department, the FBI, federal law enforcement agencies, to get court orders to authorize
I've already reduced the volume. I want your question. My question is that what to make friends stop coming to friends channel? Making friends stay away. I don't want to support their friends. Even when they know that the person is supporting them.
were under constant watch.
My dad was the underboss of the Colombo.
David, can you see that you are the person that is in this channel?
Very powerful position.
Huh?
This man is John Sonny Francis.
Can you see that you are the person in this channel?
Was described as a rising young lieutenant in the Brooklyn Mafia and one of the most.
I don't think I have up to 12 views on this chat
My dad was
for 2 hours.
in terms of media attention, law enforcement investigations, and he was arrested several times, indicted several times in the state of New York. So we had.
But I'm single get monetized
They
though.
all had cars parked around our
I'm
house.
single get monetized.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
These women are the wives, sisters,
I'm single get it.
Colombo and Francis families. All
I'm
of
single
them
get
the
it.
FBI is harassing their families. Oh, you
It's
must
not
be Joe
saying.
Colombo's sister. Well, we want to get to your brother. Why? Why do you want to
I'm
get to my
single get it.
Well, we're going to put him away.
I grew up hating the police, hated law enforcement, hated the government. You know, I always saw them as harassing my dad, harassing my family.
We were all in a car. There were seven children, and they said, "Go ahead, Sonny, do something to me." And the other one pulled a gun out of his pocket and said, "Go
They was
ahead."
it's already wow. It's already 2 p.m. about them. What time are you going to sleep? It's already 2 p.m. about them. What time are you going to sleep? What time are you going to sleep?
Disrespectful lakes, weddings, thing that they did. There is no such thing as a mafia. I'm supposed to be the
What time are you going to sleep?
mafia in New York. I don't know what the word means. People want to know this about Joe Colombo? No. What they want to know about Joe Colombo, he's gangster. He's connected with every dirty thing there is. We, the family, know he isn't.
That is the last question, but honestly, I will answer then delete a web problem. But for me, currently, everyone is going live at the same time. But it becomes out that people prioritize Chinese. Yeah, we have a point on that. People prioritize some Chinese and forget about some other Chinese. Regardless of the support you give, people will just think you're not really giving enough support. You understand? You know, sometimes when I come to some chats, I have to be there for the starting of the chat to the end of the chat. But sometimes when I come to my live streams, I hardly get that same support back. I get that same support back. My editing will end at 7, around 7, but I'm extended till 9 a.m. Oh wow! So okay, so right now, what time are you going to sleep? What time are you going to sleep?
That was a job in the Colombo family.
Anyway, what time are you going to sleep?
And he was hired by a lot of people, Gambino and other people.
Thank you for the answer. Thank you for the answer.
He was a tough.
You appreciate your answer. What time are you going to sleep?
To fight back.
Because I know it's already 2 p.m. It's already 2 over there.
The Colombo family was pretty intense.
Yes, 12. It's 12 here.
Squad, and it was a natural instinct.
So what time are you going to sleep?
Coming at his family, and he fought back.
If there was one characteristic, one universal instinct of all men in the mafia, it was to protect their families at all costs. To defend when necessary. Joe Colombo was no different. He realized early that the best defense was good offense.
I was part of the conspiracy. Country was part of Pan America. I won't stop saying it. I feel for the battle of our country people like a show.
What time do you go sleep? It's already 2 p.m. over there. 2 a.m. I'm saying p.m. 2 a.m. It's always 2 a.m. over there.
John Joseph Gotti Jr. was the fifth of 13 children. A grandson of Neapolitan immigrants, he found his way as an adolescent on the streets of East New York. Car thefts, muggings. He developed a bit of a temper and a penchant for violence. By his teens, he fell in with the Gambino crew and found a mentor in Gambino underboss Neil Della Croce. Carlo Gambino, on his deathbed, passed over Della Croce and
once I'm done,
his successor as boss.
I get asked with 30 minutes to get.
So from the very beginning, there was a rift.
Most times I sleep during the day. So around midday. Wow, that's yeah, I understand that. I understand that. You keep the people and the people party safe.
It was just a matter of time
and you will serve the nature.
John Gotti was
So God bless you for your work, everything. And same time, I'm surprised yourself from trying to support
FBI for questioning in the murder of the two men who stood in his way for control of the
understand,
Gambino.
and I'm glad. Eh? It's been a while, like,
he was upset.
but soon my move is even going to some channels. A lot of channels like a lot of things have changed.
Point of the Mafia Boss is
Right now, like,
obviously,
more live streams
to the Cosa Nostra. But when Gotti kills Castellano, there are rumors about who supported him, who didn't. But as a result,
But I appreciate your support here. At least on this live stream I can get 4 hours to watching 2 videos. But I didn't have much for my live stream. So I didn't have much for my live stream.
Gotti is able to evade law enforcement for a few years. And it's a combination of having this network where he's able to insulate himself from specific crimes and offenses. There's also
There was life I saw you outside the compound.
It had been 6 years since New York City.
There was cars. There was cars. I saw it late. Oh, that life stream. Yeah.
Paul Castellano before law enforcement.
I've been doing live stream outside the compound sometimes. There was one I did when I was 18 outside. I went to Plaza. Then I was eating. I got the pursuit. And then I was sitting. I was eating. The one I was doing outside, it was raining. It was raining, so I was just doing it outside. And talking in the sun. I was doing some live streams outside there. So just that is it. But it's not easy. It's not easy. I don't think my watch hour. Like, when I get my watch hour, I was still about I was putting. You know, did you check my last song? David, do you like rap songs? Do you like rap songs?
Grows around him. And suits and Andy Warhol desert
Do
portrait.
you like rap songs?
He became a star. He's a murderer. He's a
Do you like rap songs?
He's that people love him. You know?
Hey, there's this guy. I don't know why I've not seen a notification. I don't know why she's talking about live stream sometimes.
As far as Mr. Gotti goes, he's a youngster and always this gentleman. Whenever I see him walking, he always has a marvelous smile on his face. In fact, I admire him.
Most times I see a
He's always been a very respectable person in the community. Well, I find it very hard to believe.
see a notification. I wish one day I find one of those live so show outside. But I always wish
John Gotti has apparently not lost his sense of
but
humor.
I always watch them. Oh, you're gonna meet. Don't worry, you're gonna meet one of them. When I'm outside, when I'm showing, like I will go to some other places. I'm going to some places one day. You guys to some places one day.
Members of other families
We're going
watch
to be a long distance. We're going to be a long
his old
distance.
ally from the Bonanno family.
And I'm going to go to the beach. Going out
Messina and Gotti
to places.
in the Howard Beach area.
But I think I need
Heavily Italian American, and not far from
the
JFK
power
Airport,
bank.
which explains some of the mob
I need
activities.
the power bank.
It's an area.
I wish one of the
Teachers,
you're gonna find one of the
lawyers,
days outside. You're
and of
gonna
course,
find one of the days.
infamously known for his
You're gonna find one of
mob
the days. I'm telling
characters.
you,
who
like
lived
for
there,
real, man.
among them being Joe Messina.
You're gonna find one of the days.
They helped each other, Gotti's people.
You're gonna find one of the days outside.
Took care of the 3 captains.
Okay. You're gonna find one of the days outside.
Disposed of the bodies. But I don't think Gotti and Messina.
You're gonna find one of the days outside.
Joe Messina wanted to be the quiet Don.
Yes, I always get all your notifications. Once I turn on my network, I always listen mostly live, like I mostly don't comment met. I get a lot of notifications sometimes. Yeah, I don't get a lot of notifications. Because you know, like you only there to make some money this thing. But it's good. Sometimes you'll be on the group and just give your likes, just make that is good, a good support also. They make me get my watch hours, so they make me make my watch hours. Right now I got extra person, some extra person in the live stream. But I say anything, I'm just trying to keep money coming in. You understand?
They work in conjunction with one another to feed money out of the most lucrative targets in New York City.
You know, some people are all unique for that. Like, even though they can't connect on this comment section, we just be there and push your watch hours for you. But me, I don't have any issues with that. Because you know why? All that matters is like you get your watch hour. But you know, like some people are like, when they see somebody in the group, they think, oh, what time is that person doing in the group? Somebody the person is there to spy on them. Why would somebody come and spy on you? You understand? There is no need of somebody coming to spy on you. It's like just in YouTube, so what are they going to spy on you for? So it's just like that. Some people know how to do support from the some people just not support from the comments. So if I'm here, if I'm sitting and I have 10,000 people on my live stream and I have nobody commenting, I will be happy. I will be like, oh, these people are here giving me like, and giving me watch hours. So you will give me joy. Yeah, that's something about me. That's something about me. You will give me joy. So I will love that a lot.
Runs hardcore pornography, drug trafficking, and portions of the film industry. It's the consumers who are picking up the tab.
After the Donnie Brasco infiltration of the family became public, it wasn't as if the Bonanno family ceased doing an operation. They continued to control the labor unions, bid rigging, and extortion schemes. And their stature had been diminished in the world of organized crime.
As a result, they were not able to participate in some of these large-scale schemes that the other four families participated in. Since they got locked out of more lucrative and more sophisticated operations, they became involved in other things. They accelerated their...
For me, this one is one of the ways of learning to interact with new people, building the courage to go out. Maybe one day reach a place I can be yeah, that is good. One day you definitely reach a place you can be a content creator, yeah. You definitely go to reach a place you can be a content creator, and you're going to be like, David, you have been supporting people, so a lot of people are going to be supporting you, and you're a very lovely person. You understand? So a lot of people are going to be supporting you. That's something about you, and I appreciate your presence of that. And sometimes it's good when you are being straightforward with people. You know, right now I'm supporting. I'm still supporting somebody else. Right? I'm on my live stream. I'm supporting somebody. I'm George.
But if you are the driver, there's nobody who's not show up. I was the tailman, and at the end of the week, I took care of the driver. I did very well. I was getting paid. There's always gambling going on. So if that was going on by somebody in the post, they'd have to give up a piece of that.
David, do you know how long I'll be here? Can you guess how long I'll be here with the amount of like I have right now? Can you guess how long I'll be here with the amount of like I have right now?
At that point, I got involved in making one of the parking lots in the Marina Navigation. In New York, parking is a commodity. Parking was big.
Parking lots would be a good opportunity for organized crime, especially back in the 80s and 90s, because there was less electronic bookkeeping, as it were.
Brother, we're about to pass a place here. I will lose my network any moment from now. Oh, okay, I understand, bro. It's okay. You can drop the game over. You can drop the game over. And I hope to catch you up again. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate your support a lot. You're always amazing. You usually do around 2 hours more than 3 hours. Yeah. Currently, I'm in 2 hours plus 2 hours. 2 hours. Currently, I'm in 2 hours. I'm already 2 hours right now. I already done 2 hours. So it's on the way to 3 hours.
As a kid,
And
they always knew it was rich.
I got just 10 likes.
Instead of going to summer camp, I would want to
So
go with my father.
that doesn't mean like I'm not going to get 500 likes one day. I'm still going to get 1 million likes too.
We work our way to Mulberry Street.
I'm going to get 100,000 likes too.
All business.
I'm going to get 1,000 likes too.
Big Mercedes.
This time.
That's nice.
Thank you very much, David. God bless you. God bless you, David. God bless you. One love. I appreciate it a lot. God bless you. God bless you for being here. God bless you for your support. And God continue to bless you and protect you guys through everything you do. And lead you through the righteous way. Stand, stay blessed, and have a lovely time with your people and your friends, your family, your worker, your colleagues. God bless you. How you doing?
Frankie, my father.
I appreciate your presence here.
They pretty much explain it.
Right now, I'm just thinking about. I don't know. I don't. If I set a goal of 30,
that's your father, Joe Messina now.
Let me see if I can set a goal.
Joe was a real deal.
Oh, I'll be puzzled.
You know who he was, and my father always told me, you don't ask any questions, you do what he asked, you don't do anything behind his back, and you don't have to worry. People went missing and he didn't ask a question.
Also, right now I'll be playing the puzzle. Oh, I think I love this. So me playing. Okay. Do you think I can pour this ball? Huh? Do you think I can pour this ball?
2,800 years ago, in the hillside villages of ancient Greece, a blind poet known as Homer produced 2 works that would become the foundation of Western literature. The first, the Cruel Siege of Troy, where heroes like Achilles Hector fought for their survival. The most epic battle of the ancient world. It's story of Helen, most beautiful woman to ever live. And Odysseus, the cleverest of the Greeks, who's trying to the city for a giant wooden horse, ultimately will to an end. His end. Look, the Odyssey will tell the tale of Odysseus and his journey home, where he would face horrors beyond any field, far from the land of India. This work refers on a husband trying to return home, a father desperate to see his son, and a man using his wits to survive in a world where the gods themselves conspire against him. There are cats and most now. Greeks every time over 10.5 years. The lost Cyclops was kept school visits on the how these are signs for some
No, it's not. It's better because I see the chat to a live.